Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way, and club football has finally returned after what I found was quite a boring international break. Not much happened in regards to Watford, and not much happened in regards to England as well. Two meaningless friendlies, if I'm being honest. I find it quite hard to get excited for international football anyway, aside from the major tournaments. And yeah, when England are playing in two friendlies that mean pretty much nothing, I do find it quite hard to get excited. I found the England-Scotland game quite entertaining. Of course, our very own Ryan Porteous was playing at centre-back in that game for Scotland. So it's great to see Ryan Porteous out on the international stage, as were a number of other Watford players. I think Ken Sema played and picked up a Player of the Match award. Danny Batman played for Austria. Of course, he's Austria's #1 at the moment. So yeah, a few Watford players were out on international duty. I just don't find the international football that entertaining aside from the major tournaments. And actually, if you offered me Watford winning the Premier League, let's say, over England winning the World Cup or Euros, I would always choose Watford winning the Premier League. Club football all the way for me. Come on, you golden boys. But yeah, aside from that, Watford are of course set to play Birmingham City at Vicarage Road this weekend. I'm very much looking forward to getting back to the Vic. As should all Watford fans. Vicarage Road is our God, it's our Messiah, it's whatever you want to call it. It's our home, and hopefully Watford will pick up 3 points at home this weekend. Obviously, we beat QPR on the opening day very comfortably at Vicarage Road, but we've yet to see a Watford victory since then. Small positives, I suppose, from the recent Coventry City draw, albeit in attack, very, very positive. In defence, not so positive at all. Wesley Hoot scoring that terrible own goal. And yeah, Daniel Batman picking up some criticism from that game as well. It just wasn't really a good day all round in terms of the defensive display. But in terms of attack, it was really, really good. Mileta Rajovic, our new #9, coming in from Kalmar for £1 million, was good. I thought his performance was really positive, scoring the 2 goals, 2 well-taken finishes. He looks a real handful, so hopefully he can continue to build on that. Matthias Martins, again, superb from him. Is probably the player of the season so far. Really good again from Martins. I don't think he's really had a bad game for Watford yet this season, so hopefully Martins keeps up his performances going into this Birmingham City game. But in terms of Birmingham City, let's talk about them very briefly. They're, of course, managed by former Watford player John Eustace. I'm sure John Eustace will receive a fabulous reception when he comes back to Vicarage Road. I think I remember last season him getting a good reception when we beat Birmingham City by 3-0. So hopefully he'll receive a good reception when we play them on Saturday. And in terms of Birmingham City's transfer window, I thought they had a very good window indeed. I think Ethan Laird from Manchester United for I think it was about £800,000 is a fantastic deal. Dion Sanderson, centre-back coming in from Wolves, again, really, really good. And a number of other players as well who they picked up for very low transfer fees. And yeah, I think Birmingham City have had a very good transfer window. In terms of other Championship clubs, I've probably put them up there in terms of having one of the best windows in the division for a club of their size. So fair play to them. And yeah, they've actually gone unbeaten so far this season. Apart from Birmingham City, Preston North End are the only other team in the Championship so far to go unbeaten in the Championship this season. So I'll just reel off some of Birmingham's recent results to you now. So they drew with Swansea, I should say, on the opening day of the season. Beat Cheltenham 2-0 in the Carabao Cup first round. Obviously, Watford got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. Big result, Birmingham beating Leeds United by 1-0. They beat Bristol City by 2-0. They beat Plymouth Argyle by 2-1. And then just before the international break, they drew with Millwall at home 1-1. So a positive start for Birmingham City. Looking at Watford's run of form, not so great. Obviously, losing to Stoke away is never good. And I think that's probably been Watford's poorest performance so far this season. But aside from that, I think Watford have generally been quite positive. And actually, I don't think where we sit in the table reflects how good Watford have been this season. I think generally our performances have been at a very high level. We've played a very high line, quite literally, in terms of Larin Ismail's style of play. And I think the players are starting to get used to that now. And hopefully, with the time they've spent at the training ground over the international break, that style of play has been implemented even further. And yeah, hopefully we'll see a development of that in this Birmingham City fixture at home this weekend. In terms of Watford injury news, we don't know too much. I've yet to see if Larin Ismail have a press conference or reveal any injury information. I think for me, I want to see Tom Ince start in this game against Birmingham. I thought against Coventry, Tom Ince was arguably Watford's best player on the pitch in the time he was on. Obviously, we brought him up a little bit early due to his recent injury issues, but he got the assist for Rayovic's first goal. And yeah, he just possesses a lot of quality. He's got a good bit of pace on him, his set piece ability, his crossing ability. He just looks really elegant on the ball for me, and I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Tom Ince so far. So hopefully he starts. And I think the other major player we've got to talk about for me is Jamal Lewis. Now, Jamal Lewis is a big name player in the world of football. Well, at least in terms of Watford anyway. You brought him in on loan from Newcastle United as a left back, a left wing back. But he's yet to play for Watford so far this season due to injury. Now, I'm hoping in the time he's had over the international break to recover, I'm hoping we'll at least see him maybe make a bench appearance or come off the bench and get a few minutes towards the end of the game. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Jamal Lewis and Tom Ince, when they're both fully fit and in this Watford team, they can add so much quality. I really think they can both, be big plays for us this season. So Jamal Lewis is the one for me to keep an eye on. And hopefully Tom Ince can feature in this game as well. And yeah, that's really all I have to talk about today. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go positive, I'm going to go strong, and I'm going to go big, I'm going to go bold. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Watford win, and I'm going to go for Rayovic to get his third goal of the season. And yeah, Tom Ince to get his first Watford goal as well. So let me know your score predictions in the comments section down below. Hopefully Watford can get back to winning ways this weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.